Namaste. I think this is working. It just told me that it wasn't. So I just fixed a couple of things. I don't know. I seem to be live. Hello. Namaste. It's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to share some guidance for Wednesday and Thursday. That's Wednesday the 15th and Thursday the 16th of May. So I trust that you're feeling good and things are flowing well for you. So shall we get straight into it? Let's do it. So extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. Now, if you're new to watching, welcome. What I'm going to be doing is using my combined Animal Kingdom Oracle cards with my Speed of Light Oracle cards, and I'll be looking for the best card for Wednesday, the best card for Thursday, and then the best card for the theme for Wednesday and Thursday. So I'm not doing any personal requests for guidance here today. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason, and I trust that something shared will support you at this time. So just take on board what feels right and let the rest go. So let's get started for Wednesday, the 15th of May. Let's see which card wants to come to the top for us today. So I don't have any idea what I'm going to be talking about yet. I just let the cards really be the guide of that, and I trust my intuition. I think of the cards, that just dropped out. I think of the cards as acting like a window that helps me see further into the energy for the days. Whoops. Okay. Hold on a moment. The deck needs a bit of a reshuffle. And I don't take the cards that drop out. It's not the way I pick my cards. So the best card for Wednesday, the 15th of May, is this. It's a Speed of Light Oracle card. And it's this. It's the Wolf card 44. And the Wolf says instincts, moon, cycles, flow, and trust. So this is very much about the cycles that we go through in our life. You know, the different phases, the different cycles, really. They're a little bit different to changes because cycles feel to me a little bit more natural, maybe connecting with the cycles of the day and the night, the seasonal cycles, the annual cycles, the cycles that our body goes through as it journeys and becomes older. So there's and the cycles we go through just in everyday life, really. So this is talking about the cycles and doing our best to flow with the cyclic shifts and the cyclic movements that are taking place right now. So these could be within our own personal body, within our own life, or what we might see playing out around us, and doing our best to flow with the in and out and the growing and the reducing of the tides in our own life. So this might not be talking about doors closing, doors opening, changes, new beginnings in our life. It might not be talking about that. It's more about letting the tide, the waters swell and let them reduce. Let the tide come in and the tide come out. Let the waves lap on the shore and let them pull back at the same time, or when it goes through that next phase and that next cycle. So there's probably just a tiny, tiny difference between cycles and changes is what I'm feeling, but to me cycles feels more natural. So there's a lot of us going through some cyclic shifts right now, or a cyclic movement within our own body and our own life. So we're being encouraged to trust that and flow with it as best as we can. So as things change, as we change, things in our life change as well. As things in our life change, we also need to change. So there's a cyclic movement to that. I don't know if that makes sense, but let's trust the ebb and the flow, basically, especially on Wednesday. So trusting the ebb and the flow, trusting the cycles that we're going through at this time. And what can we learn from them? What are we learning from them? Is there a bit of a shift? I kind of feel this morning as I was waking up and getting into my day, I sort of feel like I'm going through a bit of a style shift. I feel like I want to like go and visit the shop and just get different clothes. I feel like I'm going through a little bit of a strange cyclic shift on that sort of side at this time. So that's sort of interesting. I go through that every few years probably, but I sort of feel like my style's changing, and I want to sort of flow with that cycle. So that's probably just an example of what I'm trying to say. So let's trust in the cycles and the shifts, the ebb and the flow that's taking place in our own life and in our own body, and trust that. So it might be quite strong for some of us on Wednesday. See how you flow. And if you've got a special connection with Wolf, then that's a personal, extra special message or connection for you. So I trust that makes sense. Let's now look for the best card for Thursday, the 16th of May. So Thursday the 16th. And I trust the best card will find its way to the top of the deck. That's the most helpful for the majority of us. I'm coming to you live too from Tasmania, Australia. It is Wednesday the 15th of May here at exactly 8:30 a.m. Okay, the best card for Thursday is another Speed of Light Oracle card, and it's this. Aha, it's the Shadow card, card 36. And it says shape-shifting, hidden, release, and raven. This card brings confrontation. There's no denying that, and there's no avoiding that. Well, we could avoid things if we chose to, but we're better off perhaps to consider facing our shadows and facing the hidden parts of ourselves that are trying to get our attention, and the hidden parts of our life that are trying to get our attention. So this may be hovering around in the umbrella or the big ball of fear or insecurities, feeling uncertain. It's quite strong at the moment as well. There is a general sense of unsettling that's coming through, and a general sense of harsh energy. There's a general harshness with things that are taking place around at this time, and quite a fine line of finding our balance is something also that I've recognized over this last day or two, is that our balance, the road or like the size of maintaining our balance seems very fine right now. So there's kind of an easy ability at the moment in life to knock us off balance. So there's sort of a harshness at the moment, and this sort of feels like part of what's coming through here for Thursday. A sort of strong, we could say harsh or intense, maybe fear-based, insecure, uncertain sort of energy that's coming through our shadow side. So this is our dark side of ourselves, the part of ourselves that we not only hide from others. Most of the time we also hide this side of ourselves from ourselves. So it's hidden. So they're not just, I feel like it's something under the secrets we might keep ourselves. It's the secrets under the secrets that we're not even aware of. So it's sort of a little bit mysterious as well at the same time. So there's a feeling of these sorts of things coming to the surface on Thursday, and that's never a comfortable thing. So we're going to need courage. We're going to need to do our best to soften the harsh and intense energy that's around at the moment, soften it with some gentleness, with some self-love, with some self-kindness, and let the stuff that's stirring up inside us come to the surface so that we can heal it and let it go, bring it to our attention and release it, so we can shift out of that dark space and into the light. And like I've said many times, when I actually drew this illustration, these irises were like screaming faces. And I had a lot of emotion when I was drawing this card, and then it just transformed as I was drawing and became brighter and lighter. So there might be a feeling from some of us who especially might be wanting to ignore what's been hidden. We might think, I just want to skip past Thursday. I don't even want to go there. I'm just going to sleep all day. I'm just going to go and distract myself with something. But it would be so much better for ourselves in the long term and in our life in the long term for us to face our shadows, to face those secrets under the secrets, to face the hidden parts under the hidden parts. So the parts that have been hidden to us. We can trust that they're stirring up in this harsh energy and this intense energy, and we're kind of, if we're open to it, working out, feeling for what it is that's underneath. What is it that's trying to get our attention? So we might be sort of curious about a strange feeling that we've got under the surface at the moment. So this is likely to come to a head on Thursday or be revealed, but it might bring with it some confronting energy because it's pulling us out of our comfort zone. So let's be soft and kind with ourselves, gentle with ourselves, and have the courage to face our shadow with honesty. My voice is actually changing. So there's a shift here too, as I'm talking about this, in the throat chakra. So this is a shift in our truth, which is really important. Uncomfortable, but very important. So if you have the courage to face this part of yourself, then please do. And just see what comes up. I mean, there's no point going into Thursday expecting the worst. Let's just go into our Thursday feeling what we feel and let things reveal and stir, and we question and explore and let things come to the surface, let ourselves release. We don't have to decide that we're going into Thursday panicking or fearing the worst. That is not why I create these types of guidance. It's just to give us a bit more information about the potential for days like Thursday. So let's see how we flow and see what's revealed to us on Thursday. So that's the shadow shape-shifting card. Shape-shifting's a great thing. So it's about shifting out of fear and into love, replacing illusion with truth. So a shift, a positive shift, if we're open to it. If we're not open to it, it will just stay the same. So I trust that makes sense for your Thursday, but we will find out. None of us have Thursday experience yet, unless you're watching the replay. So now let's look for the theme card for Wednesday and Thursday. The theme card will help bring these days together and help us see the bigger picture for Wednesday and Thursday. So what will it be? Will it be another Speed of Light Oracle card, or will it be an Animal Kingdom Oracle card? Let's find out. Okay, I trust this is the best card for the theme, and it is an Animal Kingdom Oracle card. It's the Owls, card 35, which say the power of observation. So we're being encouraged to really step back in a way. It doesn't mean not being proactive with our life. It just means the things that may be harsh or drama-filled or intense right now, we might do well to step back a little bit from this situation and observe it from all different angles. Why is this happening? What is this teaching us? Where's the solution in this? How can I proceed? Have I been through a similar situation to this before that felt the same? It might not be the same specifics or the same people involved, but it may bring up a similar feeling. So if we can step back and be the observer and observe the bigger picture of what's playing out, it might help us see where the gem is, where that hidden part, the hidden under the hidden, the secret under the secret, where that, what that is and which angle we can come at from it. If we're looking very closely at the problem and we're dealing very closely with the harsh energy, the intenseness, if we're looking very closely at the trees, we're not really seeing the whole scope of the forest. So this card is about Wednesday and Thursday taking a moment to step back, and observe and pay attention, listen, become more aware of what's really playing out. And that bigger picture is probably key to helping us shift that energy from the fear and into love, from illusion into truth, from lies into truth. from hurt into freedom. Those sorts of things. So observation feels to be the key, and something perhaps for us to consider as we move through into our Wednesday and Thursday. So there is an intensity to the energy at the moment, and like I said, it sort of feels to me like a bit of a harshness, sort of hard at the moment. Harsh, I mean not hard, well maybe it is hard for some, but there's a harshness to the energy at the moment. It's quite strong and intense, so we have to really check in with ourselves often, so quite often throughout the day, to make sure that we're holding our balance as best as possible. If we need to take a break, if we need a rest, and if we have time for that, let's make time for it too. But we can trust in what our body feels, trust in the bigger picture, and we can also trust in softening the harshness, thinking of connecting with the gentler, softer energy to balance that harshness out. So see how that feels for you and what stands out, and how you might be able to consider applying any of that stuff to your everyday life right now. So see how you go. There's nothing you can do wrong. I just trust that whatever you need to hear will come through. So thank you. I've used my combined Animal Kingdom Oracle cards with my Speed of Light Oracle cards today. If you want to learn more about these cards, you can have a look on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to, and if you want to connect more privately, just send us a message through our website. So Melbourne, those of you in Melbourne, and maybe if you've been thinking of coming to our Spiritual Surgery Practitioners course or our Shamanic Healing Day, which is taking place in 1 month on the 15th and 16th of June, our early bird tickets end today. So as of tomorrow morning, it will be full price tickets for our Melbourne event. And so if you want to get in and enjoy a discount, please have a look today. Yeah, we'd love to see you. We've still got several places left for both of those events. So if you're in Melbourne and you're available on the 15th and or the 16th of June, it will be a great day, a great weekend if you want to join us. So have a look on my website, please. We've also got events coming up in Hobart, Spiritual Surgery Practitioners course, and our Tasmania Healing Retreat in February. So we've got some spaces left for all our events at this time. I will be creating some new crystal pendants today, so keep an eye out for those over the next couple of days. And today and tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, are my designated creating days. So keep an eye out for some drawing videos. I've got 3 drawings scheduled to do over this next day or two. So if you're waiting and yours is due on by this Friday, you'll probably see yours being finished in a live stream today or tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that or those. And if you want to learn more about me and the work that I do at Temple of Balance, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. Thanks so much for watching and connecting and spending your precious time with me. I trust this has been a valuable time of connection and support and helping you in some way. That would be great. So thank you so much. Sending you lots of love from my heart to yours, and I'll be back to share with you again very soon. Thank you and namaste. Bye.